You wake up, you check your bank account, and that number on the screen quietly decides almost everything about your day: what you eat, where you live, whether you sleep well, or stare at the ceiling doing mental math at 2 a.m. Here's the thing: Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, has a specific rule for every single one of these wealth levels. And today I'm going to show you exactly where you sit on Australia's wealth ladder and what Warren Buffett would tell you to do right now at your exact level from rock bottom to 30 million plus. Let's go. Let's start where nobody wants to be, but where more Australians are than you'd think. Right now, around 1 in 7 Australians live below the poverty line. That's $584 a week for a single adult. You're not saving. You're not investing. You're rationing. You know which supermarket's discount meat at 7 p.m. One unexpected bill, a car rego, a dental emergency can unravel your entire month. I know those numbers feel heavy, but here's the thing: Warren Buffett always said he didn't start with money either. He started with a rule. And the rule is this: create a margin. Any margin, even $10 a week between what comes in and what goes out. He called it the margin of safety, not because it makes you rich overnight, but because without it, you can never take a single step forward. The gap is the seed. And every level above this one started with somebody protecting a tiny gap. So if you're here right now, don't despair. Find a gap. Protect it. That's step one. Next level. You got a job. You're earning $55,000 to $65,000 a year after tax, around $850 to $1,000 a week. Sounds okay, until you see that median rent in Australian cities is now $650 a week for a unit. In Sydney, closer to $760. So half your income is gone before you buy a single thing. You got maybe $10,000 saved. Your super is sitting around $25,000 if you're in your late 20s. You can survive, but you can feel that ceiling pressing down. Now here's where most people at this level make the same mistake: they wait. They say, I'll start investing when I earn more. Warren Buffett's response to that: he bought his first stock at age 11. Not because he was rich, because he understood something most people never do: time in the market beats everything else. Even $50 a month into a low-cost ASX index fund, started at 25, becomes over $150,000 by 55. The math doesn't care about your salary. It only cares about when you start. And yes, Warren Buffett is American. His principles come from Omaha. But here's the thing about his rules: they're not American rules. They're human rules. Whether you're in Sydney or Omaha, compound interest works the same way. The ASX has returned an average of 9 to 10% annually over the last 30 years. Warren Buffett's rules work here. They just were a different accent. Now here's where most of Australia actually lives: 76,000 to 100,000 a year. And I'm going to flip the script here. Instead of throwing numbers at you first, let me give you the Warren Buffett warning that changes everything at this level. He called it the appearance trap. Picture this: 2 people, both earn $90,000 a year. One upgrades the car after every raise. New phone every year. Holidays on credit. Nice apartment, nice clothes, nice brunch every Sunday. The other one drives a 7-year-old Toyota, cooks at home 4 nights a week, and quietly puts $800 a month into an index fund. 10 years later, same salary. Completely different lives. Now here's where you actually sit at this level. Median house price across Australian capitals just cracked 1.014 million. A 10% deposit is over 100,000. You're saving maybe $1,500 a month after expenses. That's 5+ years of disciplined saving just to get to the door. And that's assuming prices don't keep rising, which they will. The math is brutal, but the appearance trap is what makes it worse. Because every dollar you spend looking wealthy is a dollar that could be working for you. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31500. Same house. Not because he couldn't afford better, because he understood something the median earner usually doesn't. Your spending is a choice. Your wealth is the result of that choice compounded over time. Dual income household now. 2 professionals. Combined $150,000 to $250,000 a year. You're saving $300 to $500 a month. You've probably bought your first home or you're very close. Combined super might be $200,000 to $350,000. You got 50,000 to 100,000 in investments outside super. You've moved from surviving to strategizing. And that shift is everything. But here's what nobody tells you about this level. This is actually the most dangerous trap of all. Not the bottom. This one. Because here the lifestyle upgrade becomes almost automatic. Private school fees, European holidays, restaurant bills on a Tuesday just because you can. Somehow a household earning $230,000 ends up with only $40,000 in actual new wealth for the year. Warren Buffett's fix before every major spending decision. Ask one question, am I buying this because I need it or because I want someone to see me buying it? Brutal, simple, and it works. Household net worth 1.5 to 2.5 million now. You own your home, probably worth over $1 million. Maybe an investment property. Super between 300,000 and 500,000. Share portfolio. Overseas holidays without the credit card stress. But here's what nobody tells you still don't feel wealthy. You're paying 50,000 to 70,000 in tax a year. And almost all your wealth is locked in two things that don't send you money: your home and your super. Warren Buffett calls this the over-concentration problem. Your home doesn't pay you rent. Your super is locked until 60. So on paper, you're rich. In practice, your money isn't working yet. His fix build a third bucket. Outside super. Outside property. Liquid, income-producing assets, ASX dividend shares, ETFs, REITs, things that deposit money into your account every single quarter whether you go to work or not. That's when wealth stops being a number on a screen and starts being a feeling in your actual life. All right, now we're getting into the territory where most people's problems start to sound a little bit ridiculous from the outside. This is the top 5%. Net worth between $3 and $4 million. Your home is nearly paid off. 1 or 2 investment properties. Super pushing 700,000. $500,000 in liquid investments. And here's the wild part: your portfolio might be throwing off 50,000 to 80,000 a year in dividends and rent. That's a full median Australian salary, earned while you sleep, while you're on holiday, while you're doing literally anything else. Warren Buffett calls this the snowball point. The moment compound growth stops being something you read about and starts being something you experience. Your money is now making more money than most Australians make at work. The only way to wreck it: start spending like you've already won. The trap at this level is reward mode. Decades of discipline, and now you want the bigger house, the boat, the business class flights. Fine, just don't touch the gap. Ever. The gap is sacred. Okay, here's where things get properly wild. Top 1%. You need around 8.3 million in net worth. And look, I want to be real with you. If you're watching this and you're at this level, congratulations. You've won most of the financial game. But here's what rich people don't post about on Instagram: asset allocation, estate planning, family trusts, capital gains tax structures. Translation for normal humans at this level: your biggest problem is no longer making money. It's organizing money so the government takes as little as possible and your kids don't blow the rest in a decade. Warren Buffett's take: he has pledged 99% of his fortune to charity. Not because he doesn't care about his kids, but because he says handing a child a massive fortune without wisdom is like giving them a lifetime supply of food stamps. The money evaporates. The habits don't follow. His version of generational wealth isn't a bank transfer. It's raising someone who doesn't need one. Above 30 million in liquid assets. Business owners, property developers, tech founders, mining executives. At this level, you're not worried about making money. You're worried about making decisions. And that, surprisingly, is its own trap. Warren Buffett has watched countless ultra-wealthy people become paralyzed, too afraid to be wrong, too afraid to lose, too protective of what they've built. He says the moment you start protecting your money instead of pursuing your purpose, the decline starts. Not financially, personally. Stay in the game. Stay curious. Stay useful. So here's the question. Where are you right now? Not the level you want to be at. Not the level you tell people you're at. The actual number. The actual gap between what comes in and what goes out every month. Because here's what this whole ladder shows: it was never about income. Every single level of wealth in Australia started with one move. Someone created a gap between what they earned and what they spent, and then they protected it, and then they put it to work. If you're at the bottom, the system is tough, but the gap is your way out. If you're in the middle, you're closer than you think, and the jump from median to top 20% is mostly habits, not income. And if you're near the top, your biggest risk isn't losing money. It's losing perspective. Now here's your task before you click off this video. Grab your phone, open your banking app, and calculate your actual monthly gap income minus all expenses. Write that number in the comments below. Not your salary, not your net worth, just the gap. Because that number, that one number, is the only number that actually predicts where you'll be in 10 years. I'll be reading every single comment. In the next video, I'll show you exactly what to do with whatever your gap is, whether it's $50 or $5,000. So subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. I'll see you in the next one.